math today. We are learning a new way to multiply large numbers. Now we're not going to start with 2-digit by 2-digit because we're going to start with the basics. This is called the standard algorithm. Not a fancy name. This is what it's spelled like. Standard algorithm. And this is the way your grandparents learned how to multiply. It's probably the way your parents learned how to multiply. It's even the way Mrs. Hare learned how to multiply when I was in school. So you all get the benefit of learning lots of ways, and then you get to pick your favorite. So you have a lot of ways to solve multiplication. So today we're going to focus on the standard algorithm. All right, so we're going to come up with a number. Let me have Quentin give me a 2-digit number.
24.
24, excellent. Everyone, please write this down. And now I need a 1-digit number. Noah? 9. Write that right here. All right, that is how you write a multiplication problem stacked up on top of each other. You still always want your place values lined up, so my ones place are lined up together.
I know.
Good. Now, it used to be we would draw a box model, right? We'd split the 20 and the 4 and multiply both by 9. We know how to solve it that way. But here's the new way. So this first time, just watch, listen. No outbursts, no panics. We are working on this all next week, okay? All right. First step. You're going to draw a turtle head.
What?
Okay, just listen. I'm going to use a different color so you can see it really well. And this will make a lot more sense next week, the turtle head part.
Teachers, pardon the interruption, one more time. We will be taking all of the cash pictures with cash on Wednesday.
All right. So, turtle head. Next week you'll understand why we have to do this, but we're going to practice. So, you start around here. Come up around the top. That is the head of your turtle. Now at the very beginning, I always kind of make it silly and goofy so we can all have fun doing it. So my turtle at the beginning always has a tiny little eye and a little smile, and I always give him an ear.
That's an ear for
Yep,
a turtle?
that's my turtle ear.
Aren't they just full?
So in the future, you cannot draw an elaborate turtle every time, but sometimes it's just fun. It helps you think it through. So for today, our turtle head doesn't really make sense. Next Tuesday, you're going to know why we're doing it. All right, but the first thing, the number in the turtle's neck is where you always begin, no matter what. Where do I always begin doing a standard algorithm problem, Hayden?
What's the biggest number?
Nope. Okay, Cadence?
The number that's always in the neck.
The number that's in his neck. So we have a 9. So I go straight up to the number right above it. 9 times 4. Who's got that for me? Angie?
36.
36. Watch how I write my answer. You write it with me. My 6 in the ones place goes down. Straight down below. My 3 in the tens place, I have to carry it. And I'm going to put it up here on top of my turtle's head. And I'm going to write +3.
Oh,
Okay, just stay with me.
that's a little
Stay with me.
weird.
So all we did, just like when you add, you can keep your ones place, you carry up your other digit. That's all we did. Second step, we always go back to the number in the turtle's neck. So back to my 9. Now I'm going to multiply 9 times 2. Quentin, do you know 9 times 2?
18, but also the fact that you have a 9 inside of a turtle, because it looks, the turtle looks like a 9, so it's a 9 inside a 9.
Oh, that's true. So you were right. 9 times 2 is 18. But what's floating up here on his head?
3.
Cadence?
3 and now it's 21.
Yeah, we have to add on 3. You don't multiply anything. So that's why I put a little plus sign to remind myself. 9 times 2 is 18. Add on 3. So if I'm at 18, 19, 20, 21. Then I just write that 21 right here. We are going to repeat this several times and you'll see the pattern, okay? So remember, you always start with the number in the neck and then you go straight up back to the number in the neck, over to the side, okay? So erase your first problem, we're gonna try another one.
But how is the 3 important in that equation?
The 3 was important because I did 9 times 2, right, which was 18, and then I had to add on 3 more. 18, 19, 20, 21, and I wrote that right here, okay? Noah?
I did it another way. I multiply 9 times 4, I got 36. And then you make it like a circle for like an 8, and then you multiply 9 times 2 would be 18. So you got
Okay,
36
at this time, can I
plus
have
108.
first graders? And we will be,
Okay,
I will
do
go
it
down
where
to
you're doing it for now,
my
okay?
first grade team. First graders who have $1 that want to buy a cash card, you may make your way down here to the office area, please. Thank you.
Okay, let's try another one. Erase your boards. Friends at home, make sure your board's erased. Okay, stay focused. Next one, let's do 43 times 5. So first step is write your problem. And then we're going to draw the turtle head because it's going to help us next week when this process adds a step. Sometimes I make my turtle sad. It doesn't matter. Yes.
How's the turtle important?
Okay, I'm not going to explain why the turtle's important really today, but starting next week, you'll have another digit outside its neck. And it's going to be important that we know which number's in his neck. Don't worry about it yet, okay? All right, my first step. Does anyone remember where we start every time we start a multiplication problem? Angie.
The number in his neck.
The number in his neck, always. So I have a 5, and which number do I multiply with my 5 first? Josiah?
5 and 3.
5 and 3, we go straight up every time.
And that is 15.
Good, that's 15. So the digit in my ones place, I just put down here. The digit in the tens place, I have to put up here as a +1. Okay? So 5 times 3 is 15. My 5 can go down. My 1 goes up on his head. Now, where do I go back and start the next step? Angie.
You multiply the 5 and then the 4.
Right, I go back to the number in the neck, and I go, oh, now I have to multiply it by the 4. What is 5 times 4? Quentin?
20.
20. And then does anyone remember what I have to do with this little +1? Cadence?
Add it and then 21.
Add it, get 21, and then I just write my 21 right down here.
215.
215.
Isn't that what we
Nice
did
job.
last time?
All right, let's erase it again. Yeah, it is a very similar answer to last time. Erase it. We're going to keep practicing.
You make math hard.
Well, thank you. All right. This time, let's do 82 times 6. 82 times 6. Anita got to draw that turtle. Turtle, turtle. You don't have to do all the goofy stuff on it if you don't want. Some people like it. I'm kind of one of those people.
You just like drawing.
I do. Okay. What is my first step? Where do I start first? Let's see. Hayden?
Number in the neck, which is 6 times 2.
Number in the neck. Go straight above it. So we have 6 times 2. Who's got my answer for me? 6 times 2. Chloe?
12.
12. So I put my 2 down below, and I put my +1 up over the next number on top of his head.
There's always one.
All right. What's next? What's next? Josiah?
6 times 8, which is 48,
Nice job.
which, and then you make it 49.
Right, because we had to add 1. 48 plus 1, 49. And I write my answer.
492.
Okay, give me a thumbs up if you got that right. Nice job. All right, let's try another one. All right, now this one is going to be a little different because Josiah's right. They've all had the +1 at the top.
No, that wasn't 8, you said that. Cadence.
Kaden said that. Sorry, my brain gets mixed up sometimes.
And finally, if I could have kindergarten, and Miss Fitzgerald is in the hallway, so she is ready for my kindergartners who have money to buy a cash card or to have money to have their picture taken with cash. And a reminder, we are not doing pictures until this coming Wednesday. So we just need to know how many pictures we're going to take. We will be selling cards, and we will take additional money for pictures next week, but it may not be the same deadline, okay? Thanks.
Okay, go ahead and write the problem. 78 times 6. 78 times 6. Draw your turtle head. We're practicing that. I promise next week it'll make more sense to
What are
you.
we doing?
Zoe, you with us?
Oh.
Just one moment. All right, sorry everyone, we have a lot of interruptions this morning. Okay, we have 78 times 6. Hopefully that is written on your board. What's my first step? Where do I always begin? Noah?
You multiply the number in the neck and then multiply the number that's right above it.
Okay, and what are we going to get?
48.
Now where do I draw my numbers though?
You put the 8 at the bottom and then carry the 4 and then you
Good.
draw by the 7s.
All right, so this time we did change. We don't have a 1 up here, so we'll see how this works different. What's my second step? Cadence?
8 times 7.
8 times 7? Is that the number in the neck?
6 times 7.
The number in the neck, and then we multiply it by the next number. 6 times 7, what is that, Cadence? 42?
46. So you add the 4.
Okay, you added the 4. So 6 times 7 is 42, 43, 44, 45, 46. Okay, how's that going for you? Good. All right, let's show you an example of something that might happen that might kind of throw you off.
Like 100.
Okay, write this one down. I know we can solve this in our head. I just want you to see how this works.
32.
If I have a 0, and I say 2 times 0, what do I get? What is 2 times 0?
0.
Noah?
0.
0. I just put my 0.
And you put a 0 at the top, basically.
I don't have to put anything up it, right? If I add 0, I'm adding nothing. So save yourself the time. And then I just move on. Then I go back to the number on the neck. 2 times 3 is 6. I don't have anything to add on. That's it. Josiah?
I have mine screaming.
Your turtle screaming? Okay. He's having a rough day.
Oh.
All right.
Got shot by a ball.
We're going to try one more now that's a little bit harder. Your practice today will only be with 2 digits, but let's try this, all right? Write it down. 145 times 3.
I thought it was just going to be 100.
Quietly write this down. Think about how this might be a little different than what we've been doing.
His face is so calm.
All right, once I see we all have that written down, I can begin. You don't have that problem on your board. Let's go. Josiah.
I did.
All right. We still follow the same rules as before. We just have an extra step we have to do. So we always start with the number in the neck. So what is my first multiplication problem? Hayden?
5 times 3.
5 times 3, which is what?
15.
15. So the ones place I can put down below. The 1 in my tens place. Do you think I put it over the 4 or over the 1? Josiah?
4.
I have to put it over the next place. Just like when you're adding, you carry something to the next place value. So my plus 1 goes over my 4. Just like before. We can't skip over the 4. He wants to be included too. So then I return to my number in the neck. Always the number in the neck. So I already did 3 times 5, so now I move over and do 3 times 4. What is 3 times 4? Quentin?
12.
12, and then what do I need to add on?
A 1.
A 1.
So now it's going to be 13.
13. So again, I write my ones place below, carry my 10.
That was...
Just keep listening. This is the first example. If you already knew this, you'd be in middle school. All right.
What?
My last step. Back to the number in the neck every time. 3 times 1. What's that going to be? Josiah?
4.
Well, 3 times 1 is...
I know it's 3, but I've added the 1.
Okay, good. So 3 times 1 is 3, and we have a plus 1 over that number. So we have 4. So this process, and we're not going to keep making this harder today, but I could put numbers down to here, and my turtle face could be so long it looks not like a turtle anymore. And you just keep going. You just keep going. You always go back to the number in the neck and up above, over to the side, over to the side, over to the side. So let's do one more. We're going to rewind now and go back to just 2 digits by 1 digit, and it should feel easier. Cadence? Hey, voice off. Sorry, Cadence.
If it was that long, it would look like how it is.
Yes, it would. All right, let's do one more with standard algorithm. Chloe? Mm-hmm. Noah?
Can you try the other way so
Not yet. Nope. Okay, let's do one more example, and then we're going to keep practicing. So our last example, let's do 86 times 8. 86 times 8.
This also works on my own.
86 times 8. So remember, we could always choose to use our area model. Some of you are really good at that. And after we learn standard algorithm, you'll get to choose which method you like the best. But I need you to learn both. All right. What's my first step?
Just a reminder, all the cash cards will be on sale for the next couple of weeks. And you can bring money on Tuesday. You can also bring money to have your picture taken with cash next week. But those who pay today, we will take your picture on Wednesday. You will get your picture by Friday. So if you have to bring money next week, then we'll make another date to have those pictures taken and to get them to you. Thank you.
Okay. Hayden, what is my first step?
The first step is to do 8 times 6.
8 times 6. And who's got that answer for me? 8 times 6. Angie?
48.
48. Angie, where do I write my 4 and where do I write my 8?
Your 4 on top of the 8 and
Excellent.
the 8 on the bottom.
Good. Just like addition, okay? We can keep the ones place here, but if we have a 10, it has to move over. What's my next step? Noah.
Multiply 8 times 8 will give 64. And then you add 4 to that would make 68 and you draw that there. And there she is.
Okay, excellent. For those of you at home, he said we multiply 8 times 8, which is 64. Add the 4 that's floating on his head, making it 68. Nice job. All right, so now we are all going to have some practice. I know we can solve it using the area model. Today, I really want you to practice using this method, okay? All right, so those of you at home, use the standard algorithm in your practice today, and I will see you soon.
Bye.